A couple of years ago, Honda ADV 150 was launched into the Philippine market at marami sa ating mga Pilipinong nagkagusto rito. Primarily because of the looks at saka yung promise of being an adventure scooter. Now, fast forward to late 2021, a company seemed to take on the challenge of going up against the ADV 150. Ito na nga yung Ficon Venture 150. Owned by Yuheng Group of Singapore, they have partnership with another owner in China. They have distribution across 4 continents. Iyan lang sa mga bansa na yan Pilipinas, Germany, Portugal, at iba pang mga bansa. Now, given the fact that the scooter is fairly new, the company is new as well, only time will tell whether the brand can be sustained here in the Philippines. Now that we know a little background pagdating sa Ficon, balik naman tayo dito sa bike. The SRP for this one is 138,000. Is it worth it? Let's find out. Pagdating sa looks, first thing that comes into mind is the Honda ADV 150. But if we look closely, there are structures and definition into this bike that allows itself to stand out. The bike is very edgy. Makanto siya that adds bulk into the overall look. You have the naked handlebar to make it look sexy and adventurous. In front, you have the whole section here for the headlamps that makes it imposing. Take note that this bike has 4 LED projector headlamps. Ang angas niyan, it's similar to the make of a mini driving light. And then, sama mo pa yung daytime running light na dagdag angas sa motor. And when you use the turn signal, sequential siya. Ibig sabihin, it flows to the direction that you chose. Malaking windshield niya to match the bulkiness of the bike. Maganda niyan, adjustable pa yan. Malaking tulong for long rides to lessen the stress caused by the wind sa rider. Over at the back, very noticeable yung taillight niya. Hindi yan Wonder Woman mga brother but it is shaped as V that stands for Venture. You can see the details na hindi basta-basta lang binuo yung bike na to. With the decals, with the stitches on the seats. So this is a very good looking bike. Okay, so yung looks, tingnan naman natin yung makina. For the engine, what we have is 150cc single overhead cam, 4-valve na, liquid-cooled EFI. This bike produces 12.1 kW at 8,500 RPM and 14.1 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. Kung ikukumpara natin sa Honda ADV 150, si Ficon Venture 150 is a little more torquey kumpara kay ADV. What you will notice right away is how the engine responds sa pagpiga mo ng throttle mo. You can feel the power right away and malakas yung initial launch niya. On an uphill climb, kahit ito medyo baku-baku pa yung kalsada, mukhang hindi ka rin naman bibiguin ng bike na to. I am 210 pounds so may kabigatan ako, and on this road, kayang-kaya pa rin ako. There's no safe road here pagdating sa pag-test natin ng top speed, pero kung sa hatak at hatak lang, okay yung performance nito. And besides, you will not be getting an adventure scooter if top speed ang hanap mo. For the brakes, what we have in front and at the rear are both disc brakes. Ang maganda nito, dual ABS channel na. Ang ibig sabihin yan, you have anti-lock braking system that prevents your brakes from locking, thereby minimizing the chances of you skidding at saka yung mga pagsemplang. Pag ganyan ang preno mo, mas increased yung confidence mo at saka mas okay yung stopping power mo kasi andyan yung safety feature na yan Nonetheless, test pa rin natin. Okay, front brake muna tayo mga brother. Let's go! Okay, suabe. Isa pa. Ayan hindi ko nararamdaman na nag-i-skid so suwabing-suwabe talaga. Okay, so rear brakes naman tayo mga brother, tara, let's go.
Ayun, ang smooth lang ng stop. Ramdam mo yung ABS eh. Alam mo hindi siya nag-i-skid talaga tsaka tinitimplan yung pagpreno eh. Isa pa. Okay, good. Stopping power mga brother, okay. Dual ABS, talagang functionable to.
Pagdating naman sa suspension, what we have in front are telescopic forks. Mapapansin natin, meron din siyang rubber covers. Yung mga rubber covers na ganito, madalas natin nakikita yan sa mga bikes that are really built for off-road kasi added protection din to. Now, moving over to the rear, nothing fancy. What we have are twin shock absorbers. Ngayon, dinala ko to sa medyo uneven roads, light off-roading, yung mga malubak talaga at mararamdaman mo. But, at least for my weight, ang 210 pounds, satisfied talaga ako when it comes to the play of the suspension. So, good to. Samahan mo pa ng tubeless semi-block tires na bukod sa forma, dagdag kapit din lalong-lalo na pagdating sa uneven roads. I didn't have any episode na nadulas ako or naramdaman ko na bumibitaw yung goma niya kahit sa medyo challenging na kalsada. Overall handling is okay, although there's a slight challenge when it comes sa maneuvering niya, pero hindi naman siya mabigat. It's just that when you are to compare it with the other scooter in its segment, I've experienced na mas magaan yung handling ng ibang scooter. But handling for this one is not an issue. When it comes to the riding position or overall ergonomics ng motor, eto, papakita ko sa inyo. For reference mga brother, I am 5'10" in height, so at least matatansya nyo. May kita nyo na kagad na flat-footed ako pagdating sa ground. So, pagdating naman sa foot position, ito or yung leg position natin, standard, upright position, diretso yung likod ko at saka maganda nito, medyo malapit saka mataas yung handlebar niya. So it makes my riding position more comfortable kasi I don't have to overextend anything eh. Although, ang napansin ko lang, pagdating dito sa paa natin, sa footboard ko, is saktuhan lang siya kasi parang may tapya siya dito sa gilid and I can't really move my feet around that much. Kung saan siyang position, doon na mismo siya unless you want to use your pillion step. Pero ako kasi hindi ko ginagamit yan eh. And it does have an extended footrest pagdating dito pero napansin ko, hindi ko masyadong nai-stretch yung paa ko tsaka hindi masyadong kasya yung paa ko. But if it's a non-issue for you, then all good. Pero sa akin, given the this is an adventure scooter, to some extent medyo magko-cruising mode ka rin. So importante din na mas na-stretch mo yung paa mo pagdating doon. When it comes to the turning radius at saka yung allowance na pagdating dun sa legs mo, maganda nito, malaki. Yung allowance na hindi talaga siya tatama sa mga legs mo. So even if you do full turn at talaga sinagad mo yung manibela mo, okay na okay pa rin naman siya. Pagdating sa features, masasabi natin hindi tinipid itong bike na to. Una, what we have is a 7-inch crystal LED screen. From what I can see, at least from my point of view, kitang-kita yung lahat ng information nito. Kahit ito nakikita nyo, tirik na tirik yung araw. So you have the speedometer, the odometer, trip 1 and 2, clock, and obviously your fuel gauge tsaka yung temperature. Ang issue lang na napansin ko dito is that it doesn't have a built-in voltmeter. So you would have to get it installed para mas monitor mo yung battery life mo. Otherwise, baka itiri ka niyan. Next in line is that we have an electronic key system. So keyless na siya. It gets activated by this remote. Tapos, turn on lang natin to. And then apart from that, we also have a general turning knob. Nandyan yung control natin when it comes to the seats, to the gas tank access. So at least very convenient for you. And speaking of the control here, pwede nating buksan yung compartment natin using the turning knob. Pero what's cooler is that, eto, pwede nating buksan gamit yung ating electronic key system. Cool, di ba? Yung underseat compartment niya, you have enough space to put your baggages, mga damit or so. Pero, napansin din natin, for its size and for its segment, hindi kasya yung full face helmet dito eh. Yan, try natin. So wala, hindi talaga siya kasya. And then pagdating naman sa gas tank natin, what we have here is a huge amount of gas tank kasi at least for this segment, isa to sa pinakamalaki, if not pinakamalaki, having a 9.3 liters fuel capacity. Malaki yun mga brother, mahaba-habang biyahe na yun. Meron din tong front pocket with USB charging port mga brother. So ready na if in case you will be bringing your gadgets sa mga ride nyo. And another addition that's cool is that meron ka na ditong alloy na grab bar and it also acts as your bracket. So if you are to put a top box here, hindi mo na kailangan bumili ng bracket mo. Tipid ka na nun kasi nga meron na siyang built-in na bracket or yung alloy grab bar natin. Ngayon, overall, ano nga bang masasabi natin sa bike na to? I just have a couple of issues. Unang-una, it doesn't have a built-in voltmeter, so kailangan mo pang magpakabit ng aftermarket for you to be able to monitor your battery life. And another thing is that medyo maliit yung seat compartment na to considering the segment that it is in. Another thing is that yung footboard niya, while it's okay, it's comfortable, pero I was wishing, again, given its segment, is that mas malapad sana, mas malaki yung footboard niya, tsaka mas nakakapag-stretch sana tayo. But given the price point at 138,000 pesos is you're definitely getting a lot of practical functions and features for the money that you're paying for. Ang next na tanong na lang siguro natin, kumusta nga ba ang parts nito tsaka yung sustainability nito? Right now, hindi pa natin masasabi because as we have mentioned earlier in this video is bata pa yung scooter, bata pa talaga yung company, so only time will tell if the brand and the scooter will be sustained here in the Philippines. Ayun mga brother, so syempre nagpapasalamat ako kay Brad Jojo. Yan, sir, maraming salamat. Sa kanya yung Ficon Venture 150 na ginamit natin para syempre may review natin, mahatid naman natin sa inyo yung information natin. So, mga action star yung kasama natin, ano? Anyway, bisita lang kayo, nandito tayo ngayon sa Florida Blanca, sir, no? Florida Blanca, Pampanga. Tapos kung gusto niyo na, so itong bayanan nyo to, gusto niyo bigasan at kung ano-ano pa, ito, check out nyo lang. Yan, search nyo lang, Grain Smart Jojo. Andito lang yan, Sir Jojo, nandito rin, sigurado. Nako, sigurado kami, i-assist kayo kasi kami sobrang naasikaso kami. Kaya, sir, maraming salamat. Hanggang dito naman yung video natin mga brother. Again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, Instagram and TikTok para siguradong hindi kayo mahuhuli sa lahat ng mga motorcycle news, reviews, and updates. Till our next video mga brother, stay safe pa rin po tayo. Salute!